What is respiration? How to get oxygen the lung? What are different systemic, pulmonary, and vascular circulation systems? Systemic circulation is the movement of blood from the heart by way of the arteries and veins throughout the body. Pulmonary circulation is oxygenation of deoxygenated blood. Vascular circulation is the tubing in which blood moves through arteries, veins, and capillaries. What are inhalation and exhalation? Inhalation, moving air into the lungs. Exhalation, moving air out of the lungs. It separates the abdominal cavity from the thoracic cavity, what is called the diaphragm. What is diffusion? The movement of molecules from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. What gets transported in the third step? Oxygen is carried by hemoglobin in red blood cells from the lungs to the body's tissues. Carbon dioxide is transported from the tissues back to the lungs for exhalation, mainly as bicarbonate in the blood. What's the first part of the respiratory system? Nose. If both air and food pass through the end and passageway, and the air reaches the lungs, what is that called? Pharynx. Where it reaches the lungs. Trachea is the passage leading from your throat to your lung. How many branches are there on the bronchi? 2 branches of the bronchi, right and left. What's the smallest subdivision of the bronchi? Bronchioles. What's at the end of the bronchioles? Alveoli. In the systemic system, what carries oxygenated blood and what carries deoxygenated blood? Oxygenated blood is carried by the arteries, specifically the aorta and its branches, delivering oxygen to the body's tissues. Deoxygenated blood is carried by the veins, specifically the superior and inferior vena cava, returning blood to the heart. When we breathe in air, the diaphragm contracts. The process of breathing air in and out, which has 2 parts, inhalation and exhalation, is called ventilation. What is the sac that surrounds the lungs and expands during ventilation? Pleura. What is an inflammation of the tissue that lines the lungs and chest cavity? Pleurisy. What system is composed of veins, arteries, and capillaries? Vascular system. The vascular system is the tubing which carries blood from the heart through the arteries to the body and returns it back to the heart through the veins. What is the main artery from the heart? And all arteries' functions branch off from the aortic arch. The aorta. What is the largest subcutaneous superficial vein in the leg? Great saphenous vein, GSV. What is decidedly thinner in the vein and is less elastic? The tunica media. What are layer of the veins and arteries from outer to inner? Tunica externa adventitia, the outer layer. Tunica media, the middle layer. Tunica intima, the inner layer. How many lobes the right lung and the left lung have? Right lung, 3 lobes. Left lung, 2 lobes.